All right, we're with Chester County Supervisor Shane Stuart. First of all, congratulations. Won a second term to that office tonight.
I appreciate that.
Not a real drama-filled election for you. You didn't have an announced opponent, so you've kind of known this was coming for a while. But is that gratifying in itself in a way that if you don't face any opposition, maybe that seems like an indicator that people approve of the job you're doing?
It is. It's a huge relief not to know you're not opposed. But I also pay attention to the votes to see how many votes that I actually receive, because that tells me that person took enough time to actually click my name or check my name. So I just like it reassures me whether I'm doing a good job or whether I'm not. So it is a good gauge for me.
Despite the fact that you didn't have any announced opposition, you were still doing voter outreach. You still have the signs out. Why did you feel like it was important to still run like you were a candidate who was in a competitive election?
Because I think the voters require you to get out and actually meet with them and hear what's on their minds, and get out and hear what's going on throughout the community, because it's required. So you still had to get out and meet. Don't sit behind a desk and take it for granted. Just get out and be the change you want to be.
Now that you know that you're going to be going into a second term as county supervisor, what are your goals and objectives? Obviously, a lot's happened in the last 4 years, but there's a lot of things happening in Chester County in general right now.
There's so much going on right now. We want to get the Gateway expansion project, get that underway next July and August. It'll be under construction. Part of the Gateway, the huge ballroom, is actually getting expanded. The county council voted to expand that from 4,000 feet to 10,000 square feet. So that's going to be a major task in of itself. The biggest thing to challenge is putting in a graduated pay scale for our citizens. Right now we have all the new industry that's locating in Chester County. We need to get competitive with the private industries so that we don't lose some of our good employees. So we got to work on that as well.
That has been a focus, is getting the county employees, I guess, the pay scale up, because it's been so long since that's been adjusted in any way.
That's right. It's been over 20 years that they even had a study done to do it.
And there's a lot of action now on zoning too, it seems like, and there's a little bit of a push to maybe go back and revisit some zoning laws that might have made sense when they were passed in 1998, but not for Chester County now, which is growing the way it is.
Right. We've done a lot of text amendments to try to capture some of the issues and concerns, but we really need an overhaul of our zoning, some of our zoning ordinances, zoning and ordinances and stuff, so that those mesh and work together, so the citizens don't have to pretty much fight to get a building permit. So that is something that's on our plate too.
And lastly, when you were elected last time, there's the big picture stuff that people think about, the stuff with the Gateway and industrial growth and residential expansion. But you made some other small little tweaks, taking county council meetings on the road to the different parts of the county. I think the parking spaces for wounded warriors and for expectant mothers at the county government building. Do you have any other small tweaks like that on the agenda?
Well, we'll keep on doing. We'll keep moving around. The newest tweak, is that we meet in Lowry's this time. This year is the first time we're meeting in Lowry's. So we actually go to Fort Lone, we go to Great Falls, we go to Lowry's. We try to get the county council out so people can have a voice and be heard and see what's going on in local government. Other thing is we'll update continue to work on our app. We do have a county app right now, and it's very functional, but there's other things that we can do to improve that as well. So those are good things. The biggest thing was Facebook Live, so that people can see the county council meetings and can participate and hear what's going on with local government. We want to keep those things, keep moving forward, because government accountability is a huge factor, and that's still at the forefront of my campaign.